Good morning again, everyone. I see here that a couple more people have logged on, so thank you very much for your time today, and thank you for joining us for the webinar. I think we will get started. It's 3 minutes after the hour, so if other people continue to connect and join us, that's great. So today we're going to be looking at the travel insurance puzzle. It is travel insurance training for consumers brought to you by Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers. So I want to welcome you here again and thank you for your time and thank you for coming to join us today. We hope that you will learn some things to take back with you as you purchase insurance or contemplate your trips and contemplate your insurance for the coming travel season. So we all are patients at some time, and really this webinar is really a patient advocacy webinar as well. We all go to the doctor for different things throughout the year, and those doctor's appointments can affect your travel insurance. We're going to show you how that is the case along with the other items that we're going to be talking about today. So again, my name is Yorke. I am a senior broker here at Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers. I've worked exclusively in travel insurance. Well, I've been at Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers for 8 years, and prior to that I worked at a travel insurance company for 5 years before that. So about 13 years altogether I've been strictly doing travel insurance. Prior to that I actually was at a different insurance company on the also still doing health insurance, but just group insurance instead of individual insurance. So during my time at the travel insurance company that I was at for 5 years, I was in charge of individual travel insurance, product development, and account management. So that's given me a great background to know what's going on in the travel insurance industry in my role as a senior broker here at Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers. So at Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers, we have 6 other senior brokers that answer our phones and help people with their insurance, and we have 7 brokers with between 1 to 3 years of travel insurance. So for us, a senior broker must have at least over 3 years, at least 4 years of experience in order to be considered a senior broker. And so we have, including myself, we have 7 senior brokers and 7 brokers that are considered junior brokers, or with 1 to 3 years of travel insurance experience. So, and we're all here to serve your travel and medical insurance needs. So we hope that we can educate you on the important matters of travel insurance. That is our goal. Okay, so the agenda for today, do I need travel insurance? What is good travel insurance? And how can I avoid being a statistic? So those are the things that we're going to be talking about today. We want to make sure that you know what you need to know to purchase insurance, do it right, get good coverage, and not have any surprises. So let's get on with that. Okay, so I think it's best snowbirds for people who are of a certain age group, who travel extensively or travel for long periods of time. There is a common knowledge that there's a need for travel insurance. I think most people also know that the cost of medical services in the U.S. can be quite high. And most people know that there is a lack of coverage for these costs by the provincial government health insurance plans that we fall under. So when we're at home, in our home province, we do have coverage for if we needed medical treatment, and of course when we're away, that coverage is not sufficient. So that's why we need to have travel insurance. And of course, there's also a lot of stories that people hear about claims, problem claims, people who went away on their trip and had an emergency of some sort, had some kind of medical problem, and then found out after the fact that they didn't have any coverage. So they actually went away thinking that they did have coverage, and found out too late that they actually didn't have the proper coverage that they needed. So those, in our mind, are horror stories of things gone wrong, accidents or injuries or sicknesses that have gone wrong, and those type of things, in our mind, they should not happen. If you purchase the right travel insurance from the right expert in the field, those type of things should never happen, and we are here to try to make sure that that never happens. And so that bad publicity that you hear is something that we avoid at all costs. And many of you may have seen the episode on CBC Marketplace, and you see a snapshot of that on your screen right now. It was an episode that CBC Marketplace did about a little over a year ago, and it was about Canadians who were going to the U.S. specifically, thinking that they had adequate travel health insurance, and they ended up having a claim and finding out after the fact that it was not adequate travel insurance, that they ended up having a lot of medical bills to pay for themselves for various reasons. So this is part of what I'm talking about when I say that, you know, these type of things should not happen. They don't have to happen if you're buying your insurance from a reputable company that is going to make sure that you have the adequate coverage that you need. Here's another news story that happened. Well, this one's dated November 14th of 2011, so it was you know, a bit earlier than the CBC Marketplace episode, and possibly triggered that that episode or part of it. So this lady here, she was billed $50,000 despite having travel insurance. So her travel insurance company refused to pay after, as it says, their Prime Link refused to pay after misunderstanding over form. So there was a mistake on her application form, and they refused her claim, and here she is now. I believe she was sent back to Canada for ongoing treatment, but her bill in the U.S. was about $50,000. So very, very unfortunate. Here's another one. This one's January 7th, 2013, as you can see there, and you know, another story of Canadians who, you know, for whatever reason, they have a claim, and they find out after that they have a claim that their travel insurance was not sufficient, and that you know, there's a number of reasons why that is, and we'll go into that a bit later. So again, CBC News published this earlier this year. So the big question is, how can I avoid this, and what can I do, and who should I buy my insurance from? So we'll go into that right now. So the first thing I'd like to explain is the different parties that are involved when you purchase insurance. So the different parties that are involved, there's a number of them. Like for instance, Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers is a seller of insurance. So we're in the bubble there called seller. And as a seller, we represent the insurance company. And we sell on behalf of the insurance company the products that they have prepared and have on the market. So, and actually, Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers represents numerous different insurance companies. And when you call us for a quote, we look through the different options that we have available to make sure that the option that we choose for you is the most fitting based on your specific personal scenario. So the insurance company is the company. When you're dealing with Medi-Quote Insurance Brokers, it's always a Canadian company, and they are you know, regulated by the Canadian government authorities that be, and they are the underwriters to the policy. So they're the ones that create the policy and have it on the market for sale. Also in the mix is an assistance company. Now, the assistance company is a company that actually specializes in dealing with people that have emergencies.